Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, across the board. This is dedicated 4 stars radio TV, Atlanta, Georgia, USA, with information to keep us safe and productive in every society belong. This is not a beautiful day. I'm so excited, and I know you do the same. If we don't have anything to talk about, that means the day is not up to, it's not accurate, and so. Today is another beautiful day. I'm so excited, yeah. And you know, for Wunyano, we'll be saving a bonamania. Dad K of Atlanta, Georgia has say, you know, yes, so it's answer, you're gonna phone, you're doing Ghana, you know, Debiano. I was say, your baby shame, Busia for baby shame. Now, you share a man and can't crow, resetting or senior resetting aqua kudru, and next saying, yeah, because for a year. Nurses and the midwife and the teachers were money na kabum say omo etu etua kesi san say busumu edunia yentua won eka nti meni mabedwafo ye mamiama wofa ya oni wofa ya tikesi eni echia esafo a car ye bedwunje won senia yinayim say na watu bia na ye bebe hie mu na chese ya dwundwunia akomo na we no enye manson we eye adwenkyerɛ sɛ ne yina yinim no nyansa eni obakofo etirimo ani nti no yɛkeka bomu a na gye sɛ amanyɔfo no so wo mu tie nyɛ sɛ wo mu nam kwakwa sɛ wo mu tie ɛyɛ dan ya yɛka sɛ Rome was not built in a day nti kakrakra no na gye sɛ akokɔ no musuo na yɛkɔ yɛnim a anisa nti fra wo nyana bona maneɛ emena so yɛnkɔ na yankoko sena musica no galamsey susu edi enya pa galamsey edi enya o mampeni no wapa nkofo a ye tete won a wo mo ebeba beboa ako galamsey na eniso nyan na wotwe mu ne tie no eni say ye Dubai kora no wo hwe nduro bone ahodo a egumu no a na enisu enyan kakra ntino yebehwe so omampeni no ordinary form a onfinsi form yi na yenko entia we entisade a America to be da yinim no yentia sempa na me ne me wanwamponi se wo mu omutu no je se ne eko be nyina no wo mo ente ho wo mo mbo ho wakra wo baabi afi yenhwe wo mu so a wo ahohoma mu a yenu ababegu Ghana menim say emre betumi abem na yaka ho asema eye deportisi a wo asan abe chese bibia aye dicha omampeni obono homoden anase wayehwe hai yankwai na mema mabejefo no akwaba nsa mama akwaba ya bia bokodi no Mate, wofa ya wuso, wofa bibia boko.
Ya boko, na di no.
Wofa si tikesi e wo New York. Ben share papa echia. Sefu okwa papa.
Yeah, kobra.
Enedi koto wepi nsuo ne entempa. Bibia boko de menia.
Chide ampo.
Canada fu mo no. Yo, more motion and medical. We big shout out to Dr. Ajoa Afrani, pediatrician or a year Kolebu Obojuma papa. Afi Bianca Samia Minia, a year Musa Abdullahi. And this is Sisian or Jina Humi or Kona Hum Jim Kakrakra, and Tino, a bompai say Bibiabeku Yina, was Babaka and Sa. And Tino Yanko, na you go good tea, AJ, Etiatua, nurses working, because of Utiebi. Now, wush near Elkoi, any minister of health, you know, what is actually happened, dear Enna, Elkosoa, Ama, a baby do something, pursuant to minima bija for betting a mum. Mundikenti se wo empatemu ha baby Atlanta ha baby na wodi dwumedie sonko bia ende bibia ya abefo inteno bomodia na fabedan fabedo dedicated 4 stars TV na yemhwe dwumanembo enkrato no yendan de mumfama ya sansa abefo inteno de woto kra na chese ama bibia akototin enti yenkonkotie abayo emra
We are just pleading on the government to pay us. We've been working for 10 good months, no salary. Personally, my rent expired in 15th August. I've not been able to pay. My landlord is always asking, when are you paying? I'll be like, they'll pay us. Please give me time. I stay at Spantine. I wake up Kolebu. I take transportation, 42 cities to work every day. How do they expect me to get that money to come to work? You go to work, doctors will write. Check patients' vitals, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Do RBS, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You bath patients, you tend patients every 4 hours. I'm doing all this just for the minister to tell me that he appreciates the work that I'm doing. Appreciation, babe. I don't understand. Which form of appreciation? How can somebody work and you tell the person I appreciate you for 10 good months? I can't stand it. I'm owing rent. What should I do to be able to pay my rent? I don't understand. They should pay us. Enough is enough. I'm tired. Enough is enough. They cap me rent as so 15. What the crowd? I don't know. You can't even ask somebody for money. The moment you test somebody, the person will be like, "You're coming for money," and the person will be giving you excuses. And then
amane bono a ye kan ho asem ne ebi ene ya tene sisi ya no ho abaye nsem a wo kan no busum du yentua wo kan tene men ko ma minister ne ba ya minister ne say we appreciate you. I don't know how wo say you wunu ba ana say wo ba obefa no men ko ye ma
Yes, Papa.
what abaye mfisa wo ya wo bakra na kosem enye ono nko a wo mu edoso wo mu akosem a wo di aban se yentua ho ka busumu edu e ba ne se mame
Yo, daddy came, me jia yetiefo ne yebusuafo nyina. Anyway, asem I'll repeat it until Ghana be done and also. And I'm say whether we like it or not, whether Nanado, whether Mama, whether Allen, whether Ken, whatever, the burden on the government is too much. The procedure British for the TT, wrong. Sebi. By this time, no, so we get more Kolebu ne Chiao. We use more 37 37 a bit chia and the nurses. Wafa 40 nurses on him say 40 nurses are attached to their budgets. So 37 on him so wafa 50 nurses are 50 nurses. So now this resetting you say Bemokrapona, they should have phlebotomists first and send a real nurses and send a doctors. So the phlebotomists will do the first almost take you vital they do that. Yes, green, no, and send a white ones, no, they are found more. So if you know you have a hospital now, you have about 30 nurses and then 15 phlebotomists. So the nurses will not be taking all the burden upon themselves and doing everything like the lady narrated. Secondly, lady no, because my who said COVID TV, obi aka say all fan na manamba na ye manu ne rent no ne bibia. But some individual now, yes, na girl no. Is it only the girl or everybody on the channel? 18 they should strategize this thing now at their way every abano so now the institutions, they should carry everybody should make their own budgets. Apart from that, your private nurses. Now, this time Ghana for starting here, I be building where companies are they supply nurses to different homes and stuff. It is your private nurses sooner they are assigned to private people they would go like 9 shifts in a year. But if the government will pay police, soldier, navy, nurses, say ya nebebano. It doesn't matter whether it's Nanado or Akukwado. The burden on us is just too much. They have to strategize this and let this albino the Juma Bayano, a kitchen be Senabaya, a baking handle. I don't know about me the auto planes. I don't know about me the auto buses. I don't know about me the auto at the year, a Yama, Pronomo. So, but Ghana, dear, in fact, that and Rami who be real 1 year. Ah, Kumasi may your gota. So the people there no. Ade sɛ obi akyerɛ wo sese na ɛbɛkɔ na wontumi system the whole barracks wɔ hɔ why can't 37 pay for their own nurses and doctors the whole soldier institution wɔ hɔ yɛbɛma mo uniform they'll stay in the homes for 21 years free ne ama mo boots ne ama mo everything I mean how the bia saa asɛm wɔ mika America ha na yɛwɔ no doctors and nurses, they live in houses, they pay rent. Omuye Juma kama. MPs, BBI, they own their own houses. It's not a burden for the government to pay a governor or a pay any housemaid, the gardener, the BBI. It's too much. It's too much. Maybe one day Ghana, I think I'll find a station and speak to Tomonti and Kawaha. I'll speak to them so that they could know what to do because it's getting too much. 10 months the other day, and when I was on person Mukobe Jama and on person way, and when I was on person way, and then when I see Chrome, I say, and when maybe I saw movie school, I want them to say, am I ready on the Can you imagine? That's why there are so many kids on TikTok doing stupid stuff. Oh, it's almost and change almost and sister Kakra. So that I think when they do that, it's rather going to create more jobs for us. It's going to open avenues. People, individuals coming to maybe hospitals now there. Oh,
okay.
If that is the topic for now,
Sure.
Mate. I do galam say any other ones.
Mate. Yeah, and one Mami Amawakano very tough right now for OBBR once the nation is being reset, and I feel ako yes akitiano kura saying and a winnie be kura and say and you wajira in chinamukra menko wafaya how come 10 months now say idea a year me one say parliamentarians will more akutia empa ho 1 hour cry into are they more important than when man how come to nature me aseka kra wodi it can see unim bibi and me committee
Right. Thank you very much. Medical. Main chair, the camera chair. We have 5 minutes, right?
yeah mm-hmm.
Okay. Chair, the camera chair. Me chair, me co-panelist. Now me chair, you put in a baby of
Maybe I do
now me chair the president, the excellent professor, John Dramani Mahama. Ghana for two Obama na or resetting. The other na kwa kama. I'm strike, Omo strike, Omunya trainer. Or the BBA betu I'm a problem. They're very strong. That's the case.
Right.
Coming to your question, no.
Mm.
Ma ye woman is say strike your NDC time na you ne buy you. You know MPP breso and ye found my moka. Now when you go buy that case. Since omo ba ba mu no o man fa next for no o put na ya 2024 yi ni pe a o ma hu say election year no and o ma sha fe so o mu recruit nurses no a o mu bu fie just to score cheap political points. What they say until they don't even ask for clearances they employ and before they employ people like that they say we issue clearance. They who said this number of people near form you be put you into the salary structure not ma call into government payroll. What they say but they don't do all those things. Sorry, and say yes, just to lure them so that they will vote for them to continue their bad governance. So what they say. And this uncle for dedicated time or mention 10 months, then this in Baba. Now they did that in 2024 and almost started some recruiting nurses, teachers, near the normal for 8 years and all man. And after almost started the year campaign. who miracle abuaja obekwa ko gina baby tama NDC ye 360 hour no omo to copy ye obehu say miracle abuaja bekwa ko gina no wa project ya fa 74,000 nurses ya fa nurses che obi aban bi abagana at the end of the day what would ever they just started almost at 2024 on the chart and on my so young form system so that they could give us their vote. And this is what is happening now. That is it in the AC and NDC ni Mahama buying so and time so yeah bet to mukeke. Into oyekira na omo ye demonstration ni nyina no.
Ofa na 10 months if it has said up.
I'm telling you, that 10 months and NDC for na employees and Kokoi. Interview them and see. They were employed
serious?
in 2024.
You were October. You were October. We say yeah, Kobani say bia you were July and Oka say 10 months dear and we won't say a bit reflected to last year. But you were October and 10 months is
yeah, Baba would have been 7 January, right? 7 January they employed you employed. It will employment minister, a new minister, it was somewhere February, March. When did they appoint Mita Kando? In March. March, you know, that can March up to now, say, 10 months. You calculate
it. So we resume office. Na say when she share ministerial position, accountant general. Na say we know.
I'm coming there.
Okay.
What they are saying. What they mean, what they are saying. And you know what I mean is that this is our problem we have at war. But as a listening government, you know, we are going to address those issues. So what is Mr. Akando Kuraba out of the number of nurses he is finding a way to employ all of them into the system. Papa, why issue that statement? What they are saying. And the person who demonstration that is what I wanted. This is not NDC government, the doing of NDC government. It was the past administration who employed them without paying them. Starting year ministers somewhere March. Tabena Minta who calculated March up to now, do you have 10 months? It is not. So it is those government that employ the Akukwado government employ them. This is what I'm saying. So Minta Akando is finding a way to get clearance for them so that they can hire more and then also pay those who have not been paid. Most of the people now, MPP, is here to settle all of them. It is how you but Minta Akando has been able to pay about most of them, more than half of those are MPP into the system without paying them nothing. But also with
meet you.
What they are saying. And the idea no minister now finding ways and means to absorb all of them and then pay them as well. But he has been able to you about this part now. MPP corner former system ask them and see they have received money through the hard work of Mr. Akando, who have been appointed as health minister, whatever as deputy minister as health. It was near my health sector. And this government, NDC, we are ready resetting. We are ready to reset everything and make sure that everything will be better. We shall never allow people to employ them to work and will not pay them. So what do they use to feed themselves? How will he even travel? You will see travel from Pantai to Kwalebu and work without salary. It is not neither here nor there. And our government will not do that. And we are looking for the solution to solve. We are solving problems that Kukwado and his government left down for us. These are some of the challenges we have. But we shall, by this, we shall go through it.
All right.
We are selling, and all of this will be solved. And
Okay.
in that case,
okay.
like in air force, and we shall never let strike.
Okay. All right.
We make sure that we address their needs and their problems.
Okay.
That is why we were voted for to come and reset the country for everybody.
Mate, wafa ya nzoni cheche muna odi abano nti obiane ni die mami ama chere say this find say a British type of a way, yeah. Now you use so no, it's not good. And yen for my hand. And what I was doing there, and call Papa Gio. Papa, it's yeah, a suffer, a car.
Yeah, Cobra.
Minia.
It is saying.
You so.
The Dicano made our say, make but let me serve this as. I don't know, I'm not saying it's a warning. I'm not here for any political party, but if I were to be in Ghana and here to Abana because of level of competency, not incompetency, competency in Kameto Abana, Dr. Baumia, it doesn't mean that me belong to the party. I'm not here. I don't hate anybody, but I'm going to speak the truth. I don't care whatever. Yes, I'm saying this because last week, yeah, kasasa I am in tear. Actually, we are me kotie. Mami amasi yimi free so.
Oh, okay.
No. Listen. Come in, program.
Hold on.
But if I had stopped that, mami amabe free so na ma wapam me free. That is why I'm coming. And let me serve this as a warning to everybody. I don't belong to any political party. Near Omampanyina or Tisu level of incompetency, I will prove it to him. I'm not scared of him, maintain because me no. But you see, in the political career, better in Seniaso ni ye way no. And you know, everybody should give me the time. I have a right to talk anyhow I want to talk to the president.
No, Debbie, you can't talk anyhow. Any dear, you have
That is why
First Amendment.
Listen to me.
But you can't.
Me lawyer also advise me whatever I come here to say. After that I ask questions. Let me tell you, I am not here to say maybe pamper ubia. If you do the right thing, I have the right to query you. If you do the wrong thing, to query you, and when you do the right thing, I have every way or every means to praise you. Yeah, Madika, debiya me baso me kasa asemu na mekanene. Current government e wo Ghana no amama hu say nyame wo ho papa. Debiya meka wo nyame he wo waketua. Papa ketua na boni aketua. Na minua ofaya wo na de rukrasa me ba no mo. Me ba ofaya wo na de wo kasa asemu wei. Nyame aketua no eso papa. And you have a long way to go, I'm telling you. And it's not okay, see me tie Omampanyina for what? Ono na tade enkom, Miss Matade enkom. What do I hate him for? But the level of incompetency, and I'm a proof. Sa Omampanyina we otu so nti wono no Omampanyina obedi Ghana so emre bi atwam na ono social media ono a.
And there's a winning we are Ghana at least you know.
In fact, Omampanyina what Ghana sisi as wa bon papa politically. She okojina platform so e ka say woni ma ho kira Ghana adwumayefo nyina e komu enti no obasa wa president no oba be relieve mu na o ka sa asem na wonim say government kwa government ba and as see and whatever changes are your person ye no politically no we have a lead down principle. We have to go through a system and say you change political a country a year to Ghana no when it comes to democracy. Say aban we kwa aban eba besi so and Omampanyina so a what tisu sesi ano. Nya me person me catch Omampanyina say he's a failure or failing politically. Why? Because when I watch one who is saying you incompetent. Omampanyina tisu sesi ani minyansa 10 woma onu mubu oman no. Enti no ebeye dia na wanya afutiopa. What are the Ahoy's brains? Even lawyer Chikata. Come on. Let's tell this government it's time that he has to move a direction. A bebwa on my Ghana. And then the personal selfish interest. And you know, you will see a Kasachan say, answer no over Fakunyano, will boo a man penny dada. When you say so, or maybe. And as a baby free so not by be a seen naya your formality ubia ya fan be will see Tianaka no better so not 10 months. That's what Omampanyina timen kanyan ho entia nurses car. Now are you a competent leader? Oh, the obejina bonti okay no eni nyame Tianaka no. It's a payment. Because because so catch them say me am to see now catch them so mampanyin we abetra so dada 4 years was I a vice president and was I betra so. Let me tell you this, I don't think this president will cover the 4 years. There should be a change.
I think in what
yes, because he's showing a level of incompetency. Because Nyamabari can ye be a platform or can and Nyamidia be hating and he's failing all. Why do you have to tolerate this president? Because the way you be or look papa no be because of woman tran who see or no nim yansa a chen woman into who be no ho popo. Are you sure someone penny ni ho dene? Is he physically well? We have to see a doctor. Young independent doctor now on check it because penny go smoke can so
Adam, we your Odifo also won't be because
me say a soldier form penny for you madio, a soldier for and penny for no could our soldier moon.
I look far teachers
me baswa. Tiaswa can know into Chamano. Debia me baswa me boo bessa a bocatagana so. Debia me control. And if we don't say Omampano, this is here one fat advices, Papa and Chan who was ya. The AC Burkina Faso no swati 1 year ready because the level of competence is very, very low. This current president. And the other me trans me didn't say Papa we na bebu Ghana so dadanana because he see the oye there or to sini Papa on Kenya no because me some Ghana sisia and the be me can kiye kumi. Because I can go and stand in front of baby in the office where we're telling him my bombardino. He's politically incompetent to be a president at the moment because the way you be a failure.
Okay, yo.
I was see you so be etia uncle can say papa say was see obiti America safoka me see me catch and say on backup because the level of governing now no like so many things he has to back up.
Okay, Joe. Eje safokaso so ne dia no say omampani we depot ni nyina antino. It's about time for him to back up for if you're suffering now for movie be a dedicated here 4 Stars Radio TV. We like here no share and just say you ni mu anisa sisi ano ye mebuno asem na ya ka wie ya bepem ene no busumo memfan say edu busumu du a womunje akutua ehho asem ene ye kenti se waba between atie.
We are just pleading on the government to pay us. We've been working for 10 good months, no salary. Personally, my rent expired in 15th August. I've not been able to pay. My landlord is always asking, when are you paying? I'll be like, they'll pay us, please give me time. I stay at Spantine. I wake up Kolebu. I take transportation, 42 cities to work every day. How do they expect me to get that money to come to work? You go to work, doctors will write. Check patients' vitals, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Do RBS, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You bath patients, you tend patients every 4 hours. I'm doing all this just for the minister to tell me that he appreciates the work that I'm doing. Appreciation, babe. I don't understand. Which form of appreciation? How can somebody work and you tell the person I appreciate you for 10 good months? I can't stand it. I'm owing rent. What should I do to be able to pay my rent? I don't understand. They should pay us. Enough is enough. I'm tired. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
They cap my rent are so 15. What the crowd? I don't know. You can't even ask somebody for money. The moment you test somebody, the person will be like, "You're coming for money," and the person will be giving you excuses. And then to
the whole building is the parliament. Where
the citizens are the problem, so he's not.
Cycle.
Ọ̀dọ́wọ́ sẹ̀mpa.
Meanwhile, what the children plan of about because I may be a whistle. See, I found it coming. Batman and then I came and you keep it. And I started for war. Hey, any problem? Of course, I say, side check, yeah, comedy, and never pray. Let me catch them. That's the same with you.
Yakoji and Krato about dedicating the 4 stars of Radio TV, Atlanta, Georgia, USA, and a DBI Bondiro. Say, whoop will be Manabua with Medicaka, say, Woody, Jumidi Bia, say, be a water bedding away ye. I would die, Ninano, Jumidi Bia will say, yes, sorry, say, if ye, Ubomodin to Safra, you will be Bia, you will be a bonyum, will be a Wodichami, and Afisus will be a Chuchum for me. Ninia will be our Debeco Abbey for so, ye will. Nina ewo ho yeto dwumedi so afro ne wabona mane se nye se yete abrochiri na ye ho aton ye Ghana de eda yin na yakoma pron so ma miama wo sori ahwi na okọ ne maame eda so tiase ofa ya ne busia na ade nya meso so sa ntino ye nyina ye ni die chiri so oma no ebedije na sisi ano galamsey eduru empempenso bi a wo mo purchase na se nhwehwemu Food and Drugs Board and as a Food and Drugs Agency or whatever it is now. Who say yen do buy ya sisi abano. I just say a woodroom and a woman intino. Ama man who ebe ya actually no papa. Na way ana a year obia and some trony. Centroni edi ababetuja na mepese yiti kitwe bi na yehwe esan say omampani mahama ha na say his excellency omampani so woni na impenifu hia ye CSO for Asia na wodi ensemitu anim na mom yenkotie sania enduane yendo bai eko afa
this year has revealed alarming levels of mercury concentration along with lead and other harmful chemicals. My colleague Martin is on the magic wall with a breakdown of some of the findings, and this is certainly alarming. Very alarming and quite shocking. In fact, when the report came out, bits and pieces, people started asking questions. Does that mean that the food you're going to buy from the market tomorrow and going forward, is it safe? Can you consume it? But let's look at the details of what exactly was captured in the report. And this was actually conducted by the Environmental Protection, the EPA, and also Pure Earth. Now, they decided to go to a number of regions and then test both the soil, the air, and water, and they've come out with some really shocking revelations. So we'll take you through them briefly. In specific areas around the Ashanti region, they went to some communities. One of them also mentioned the location and then what exactly was tested. We'll look at what components were found, what bad components were found in either water, soil, or food item, the concentration level, what the threshold should go, the acceptable level, and then the excess that they found in these research that they did. So they started from Konongo Zongo, which is in the Ashanti region. They tested the soil there. What they found in it was mercury, and they found that instead of the soil having a minimum of 10 parts per million, that's a ppm, 10 parts per million in the soil, they found in excess of 1,342 parts per million. That is 13,000% and more of mercury in soils in and around the Konongo area. Konongo, Dumase, same thing. They tested the soil. They realized that instead of the 10 ppm, they found 909 ppm. We have over 9,000% of mercury, a very dangerous substance in the soil that was tested. Then Esiakwa, this time the eastern region, they tested the water there. Water was
polluted with mercury, and instead of 0.001 microgram milligrams per liter, they got 0.01 milligrams per liter, and that's about 900%. So that again tells you the concentration of mercury in the water in and around the east.
Nchichemu a ikokuti eye nsɛntwerɛfoɔ a wɔn kyerɛ memfa nsɛm pɛmpɛn so ekukuduru a akwakoyɛ ewusɛm ne memfa nsɛ ewudisɛm kakra na ɔmampanin nso so ehyia CSOs forum ɛna wɔde tu onim sɛ sisi ano enye state of the emergency na yinti ɔmampanin His Excellency JDM Sumra.
I am not personally involved in Galamsey, and I have no interest in it continuing. And so you can be sure that we are all on the same side, and we'll continue to do this work at times. Now, with the elephants in the room, state of emergency. You know, yes, I have the power to do it, but the president acts on the authority, not only on the authority, on the advice of the National Security Council. And as at now, this moment, the National Security Council believes that we can win the fight against Galamsey without a state of emergency. I want to assure you that the day they advise me otherwise, that, boss, now we need a state of emergency, I will not hesitate in declaring a state of emergency. But we do still think that we have the powers to be able to win this fight. And as we deploy more troops and we apply more resources to the fight, I'm sure that gradually we'll begin to see that we're winning the fight. So like I said, this is not going to be a one-stop dialogue. We're going to continue to update you. We need your support. We need your criticism. We need your advocacy. We need your pressure. Continue to put our feet to the fire, because that will encourage us to also continue to work harder. And so I want to personally assure you that as president, I will also continue to put pressure on my lands ministry and all the ministries that are involved in this to make sure that we're able to hand over to our children and our grandchildren an environment that our great-grandfathers handed over to us. They gave us a beautiful country with a lot of forests and trees and beautiful rivers. We should not hand over poisoned rivers and desecrated forests to our children and our grandchildren. And so we will continue to fight. I believe that we'll win the fight against Galamsey. And I want to thank you for the advocacy that you continue to do. We'll hold the next dialogue. 9 months will go to work and continue. And once we chalk more successes, we'll be able to come and update you that this is what we're doing. We want to do it transparently. We have nothing to hide. I don't gain anything from Galamsey. I am not personally involved in Galamsey, and I have no interest in it continuing. And so you can be sure that we are all on the same side, and we'll continue to do this work. I thank you very much.
Yakokuti omampeni nanudi sem efa Galamsey so yetie nsemtro ni no a na wo chechim na chese wo chechim a mani eba fomutumu se ewudu no a ewo ye na yin se mercury ni sanai eye ewudu bi a se ebimben wa edi oha kese be ma already no ye share all this fakomutu fam go a emfa ne kwan so no utumu se enenom edi yade wuduo bebre aba emri bi ye kan ho asem na afi so no edi ohaw ankasa edi ba omenumu enu ichiri no so no edwumadi no mudie no so kura ayi wodwum enne yesi bebi ebu ekumnipa saa no muguso eye nti wohwe ne nsentwofo be kan na wohwe no mampani be kan ye a wodie anything say yehia state of emergency ana say yenye no kakra saa yenhwe sisi ano wuduo ya asɛm a yɛ kan aba bɛfrɛfrɛ yɛ nnuane sisi a nti obia wɔ Ghana na wokoto aduane anaasɛ wa wokɔ efuom koraa na sɛ wokotu we bia isan sɛ nsuo no nya a yɛde water in Dubai nti no ama ɛno so akɔdane aduane obedi koraa na dane wuduo nti no still no yɛnyɛ no kakrakra saa sɛ yɛbɛtu galamsey no ase anaasɛ we need a state of emergency. Men come mama. Aha. So we tie. What fire for when you to mute, mommy. For 2 mute, mommy. Which you go. Did no. What fire? Aha. Me that's it. Yeah. Mommy.
Yo, daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy, part answer the message that I'm saying was the person may elaborate on the first topic. You know, let's just say what I'm trying to say. Yeah, but me about the same riot.
Mami matwain minim se wechi ho na eye dede saa na minim fa kwa wo se aha
Okay, the speaker.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
And so what I'm saying is before Mampi Baba Fano, but me the same riot near Omuye na small girl pepe ni people etreno sena obey method now the bichi omokana. We saw those things before they handed over. Okay, Mama be fire no sebi. Me do me pese radio so ya ba first no naka a Christian radio station ya kanokre ya kan nti asem no eda ho a mo me kanokre. Every government no they uba be fire. They change accountability and they put things in stock. Say, Omo Bekai, Mama Bekai, Ekai, Dini Niama, electricity bill. He's tackling all of this. That is why I keep on repeating, say, no matter what they're doing, no, if they don't privatize all these things that are going on now, a baby, because the government cannot do all. But essence say, Sani identity, you know. But we have to change hands. I'm not going to blame Baumia. I'm not going to blame anybody. At least, Anka, from Tema, Baumia Musu Tia, Rias Nibia, Anka Baton, Edu Wenmus, Musubetia, and I pile up. Anyway, me a swore, say, O Mampeni, Obetio Moka, say the Sika Crapo no be ya, or obey no audio Moka. Like Oba for now, Oka say, MPs no be forfeiting 1 month salary no he will do something obey as onye incompetent like people are calling him but then to come to this Galamsey no yankasa ye to adie so ye nitua sabi tama ye wagana ye sutra no na ye gold ye to no enye ne ye starting gold to from ye na accounts one. There's a method. There's a and another ebe count time say or no dini ne jumano ato on the job line. Or no po ya impintino. Or no po ya friend and then your friend competent. Or no po incomfort to be friend incompetent. Or be a public. I swear in front of the whole nation say his job is on the line if he doesn't tackle this thing. Or no po or but trust him certificates over 1,000. Mama buy also a certificate bia. Omo no mutu no. Omo fajansa na yenche boys no. Mining small scale mining other places. Malaysia, any other places. So we'll do some exchange program, teach them properly how to do it. Na enko na mutu na nkasa na mutu were wrong places na. Esa environment ku omo no. Ask na ba be ku ye won kran no. Na mo kumase ne bojo ase ne we ne mawu eti se mo de anya nko na mo baye eti se enja mo na kobu tutu the whole Ghana. Is that what they are trying to say? Until the government come to talk to you, before you know that you don't throw trash, before you know that you don't dig a hole, before you know that you don't pee here, before you know that we are pointing fingers to the government, Government wabaye the mama wabedi obisika. Mama wabedi obisika. Other than yes, Akufo-Addo by 8 years hospitals ni nneɛma nyinaa gu nwura mu akɔbɛbuebue ne nyinaa no anka nurses no yɛbɛ spread ɔmo and then they take responsibility of their own budgets and things na ɔmo agya ne nyinaa gu so na ne nyinaa bɛyɛ double ɔmo ama so na train krapo ɛbaa krapo mo si bus na class no afei na train na ɛyɛ adwuma ade na mo te saa you like pointing fingers but what have you done what can you account for More government now, as a faka, government now, so competent, what can you account for? I am Munja hypocrisy, Mama, I'm not even going to say anything more about the Galamsey. I said, no, what can I answer for some? Do you see want to know? Uncle Shimpo.
Ah, Joe. Mammy, I'm a canity, and your auntie, I see, and one concoship, mammy, your oman penny. Mama ne waka na noa na waka no ntino yentro so wo no we betumi di comment about either Facebook and as a YouTube no na all the social media handles no na ya kan no bibia so ehu se wo so wo kan ho bi enye se wo ti hwa wo ti anteno wo so fa comment bra na yentro dwumedie ni so menko ofaya Hello. Wafaya. Oh, I'm 70 wafaya count. Maintain wafaya.
Hello, Timika.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sisi ya mtiun kanti wafaya. Yem share say with ye clips nemi enu nyina eye journalist ya wako hona fi wo pense mo share the stage of macronic chemicals say just say a static human deformity ne crown ewo say enipa ye be won ya bo asesa na e won keka ho ani sisi a stage ya ekwe na mebisa o mampani ni CSO for so Asia intino do we win a state of emergency as I say there are so many Galamsey sites who am say wo bi bepim sisi a edolso na me ana me pese me de be che eni so nyan papa enti me bisa ye here state of emergency and I say yen kakra za akopim say etu obetwa enti ofa mentio.
Okay, thank you very much. That case.
Yeah.
With Galamsey matter, we say a lot about
yeah, and it's still ongoing.
Right.
Right.
Which I told you a time fingerlings now more you and namun ketuano. A bedroom baby na ye need cry a river can be in Ghana without fingerlings. Because this is what we're talking about plenty. You know, the fact of the matter is that case. Galamsey, like that Mam Yama was saying, Galamsey has been in the system for a very long time. What they are saying. But during the MPP era, Akufo-Addo Bresona at the end of the with the reason say within a period of 8 years, Oma issued licenses to go about 1,000 and something. The whole of Mahama from Kufuor time, from Rollins, Emre, Kumambre up to time NDC, AP about 2016. Now licenses I issue man for 500 dedicate. Andrew, it's less than that. And these people issued 1,000 and something getting to 2,000 licenses within a period of 8 years. That the case, so now who calls them? Now who calls them? Now the reason is that Makana has several times. You can't fight a canker or a menace when you, the people, the government officials are deeply involved in it. That the case won't mean fighting it. And that was Akufo-Addo's problem. All the MPs, no more Galamsey. These three chief executives in India were doing Galamsey, deeply involved in Galamsey. You can't or the president will never talk to them to let them stop. Top Gun, where your friend say, want to be was doing Galamsey. General secretary, past general secretary, your friend is simple. Me opinion. You only one and I could be a bay. Or he was doing Galamsey. All of them, they were doing Galamsey, but they could not stop them. That the case. Even Akufo-Addo came out to defend what do you call it? Akunta mining. Or say anya Galamsey. Meanwhile, want to be Galamsey no eh? What do you say? And you, the president, if you are defending people causing a menace, how will you fight it? If you compare that one to that of Mahama and appointees will be anywhere Galamsey. That is why I'm telling you, I'm giving you assurance that dedicate. Asema Mahama Kain, we shall win it. We'll be able to fight it because none of his appointees is involved in Galamsey. So if the big guns are not involved in that, they'll be able to control it. A menace, you can't fight a menace of a canker or a canker when you, the people, officials, the big men are deeply involved in it. And then they are the downfall in Galamsey. Because from Flagstaff House, Galamsey, or Tridakon, or the Flagstaff House, and of control Galamsey side in the bush. When the people, the gallant top, Professor Frimpong, the report, who gave us that report. That when they arrest the people, Otridakun will issue statement that, oh, these people leave them, let them continue doing the Galamsey. And then they'll keep on polluting the water, destroying the forest. How is it? It is some of the consensus belong to them at the Plaster House. So you have no way, if you're a gallant top person or something, that gallant top, just white elephant. Because they go there, they don't do nothing. You go, most of the side there belong to the people, the big guns in government. Can you arrest them? That they can maybe tell. Can you arrest them? So they could not. What they do is that they go and they see them, they allow them to do the work. Sometimes they even give them work, money, and then they go away. So the few that were arrested were then the indigenous people, no, and commoners now, village, no, now, Kita machines are destroy forest in Omugina secretary, John Wadu Munina, they were doing Galamsey. Everybody could testify to this. It was commonplace. But the president did not say anything. One can those people or equality and those people or that is one. But compared to that of Mahama issue one into any of his appointees that will be found in doing that, you obey Saku right away. So as I speak right now, I can speak to bear on my chest that none of our NDC appointees is involved in the menace or the canker. So why can't we fight it? So what I say, you know, can say, Omama na Rachel, as time goes on, a group of people you issue the state of emergency. But as of now, there, I'll tell you that it's under control. One will say, you know, any after 80, because the big guns are no more there.
80 one here. Is you need 80 one? If I na 80 na me gongo febi.
That is you na ni asase a sasa.
Oh, fine.
That our Eastern region, tell me I'm from Eastern region. There you only be asase ni asase ete. Inyeni nyina move. That is telling you that there is a change.
At least something is being done. Okay.
The change is coming because that is case. Mami to diabu atie kwa mutie. May say, take it from Wapaya. May say, you can't fight a menace or a canker when you, the top official, big guns, are deeply involved in it. And they are the downfall. Also, the obey presidency to fight Galamsey. When the people he appointed are all doing Galamsey, how do you lay your presidency down to cancel to curb that menace there? All of them were doing Galamsey.
Okay. All right.
And Mahama Abaya Wabe, when they mention our national organizers or Galamsey, you call him for investigation. And now I issue statement. Or say someone him to Galamsey by Bia. The excavators near Digina. Woman said no.
Okay.
That's to tell you, sir.
All right.
He knows that he's not DNA Galamsey.
Okay.
And to that case, we shall win the fight.
Okay.
We do blue guard, water guard.
Okay.
And let me tell you that case. Adia Bakwa, Mama Yaya with the private Mama fighting Galamsey. He said, we still blow it. So we will be a Galamsey or forest via Panabra. You will be a church to a better mama. For just reporting the people who go and see the machines, bend them or take it away from them, and then put them in jail again.
Okay, all right. Mate.
Let's have confidence in the government.
Okay.
The government is working. Resetting is on its way.
It's on its way. Joe, what fire on the attending can or say, NDC ni be ni wa ye Galamsey, and I say, NDC ni penny be ni wa ye Galamsey, as answer man penny Eddie. warning kɛseɛ paa ɛde ato hɔ nti sɛ wonim NDC ne bi a wɔyɛ Galamsey ama yɛn sisi aso no nsuo n'ani sei no ti ɛba korɔgye ɛndeɛ mo amuni mo fa ɛna aka na asɛm menkɔ ekyia ɛsɛ papa Galamsey fight meti onka yie pa ya
deɛ di kan no asasmo until sɛ ɔmampanyin ɔte so obetumi ateki steps a very very effective and that's how the bia I will bombard him
bombarding positively and I say just we feel say
when he starts doing something that I have to praise him, I'm going to. But currently I'm going to accuse him because of one sayings bia okay kan ye di kan no Galamsey no a ye ka ho asem sisi a essay yensuo ye dachi me ba bia metie nsuo papa bi but eno nkyerɛ sɛ me nka ho asɛm eno nkyerɛ me ba wo program no so a me ka de ɔmampanyini a wɔte so sisi a nano ne kasa. And I'm saying it positively. The current president is coward, very, very coward or scared of himself. And I will tell you why. Oba yesisiano Galamsey na ye worse essence na previous government. We the emphasis previous government kwa no mo etu gold no bia. Omampanyin we ba watimi achi obi adina court ama court ajeje say won na asa Ghana nsuo. Tieni kasa woka wonu gina ho aye bold enough. Ghana for in fact I'm sorry to say this. I'm say presidents who kotra and namo emoji wo musa ho mu kotra wonti ya no ma cham say Ghana for amenti ase
uko hu moja no fine
ya na ofaya ne kan ofaya ne kan say me wa ofaya taba na previous government or wasi omutimi di nipa moja epetumi media minimo wona kama metie ono so ai
media manti me manti
media manti upa ye be kwa play opa fami court ye be kwa play di nyina enti de me pesa me kama wuti ase ne say omampanyini a wote wo sesi ayi enum bi adan so ewo Galamsey because wonim say wo options bebra ye dey see Galamsey anwa. Then why did you come to criticize the previous government? Tienio wo ya omampanyini wo pe oman Ghana ye wo sapa akonwa no betra so but wo baba criticize see previous government say on fa emergency, what do you call it, state of emergency. We are Mompanyina, we are strong, now we are bold, decisive. What me take positive decisions are. Why do you say Ubaba Kawi, actually Ghana for now buyer and nobody now to me kase? You have more options. Are you a competent president? It's a question. Are you a president that needs to be trusted? Are you a president who knows whatever he says? I am very sorry. This president, we need. I think if I have the number and come from like to say papa, Fanny papa and Yansafo, Minister of Information. Under the Biamabody dini for foreign affairs. Womu customer between Jones and Homes, Papaya or your president, or me mobo. Because we do more a chow shallow-minded politicians. But the good ones, Dr. Na Nkobe pe president, was set upon a chance. I dear yemi yan pano. And today, me person me come out here and say, "O mampenina what tisu se away who for? What can some one yet? One would so kase on two on your Galamsey, but your brother is participating. Oh, brother, who buy a crown? Why you deal? Voter a young famano. And this a woman you be now
on your Galamsey, or only the enemy.
To go to both sides. You come on both sides or gold or how no about it is over to you. And you know, so also when you be a 1 year, you be squarely. So what are you talking about? Nanini yana yami mobo. The Bio Yami Bonnie said, one penny sicker. No one tune free Niniana because the president will want ya and the papa can wash ya. He's going to flop. Now flop also even the current party crown will be able to dig party so will scrutinize ne brother no. Into ne brother and you're very careful because Omampanyini your can ye biano will so obey because or no be castle or bar. Woma yamomo amnesty crown. Woma ye do ma kotum no obama omu amnesty uyo mampanyini na mercury kum ye nkoda na so bia ye bone ne ye dina kotum a wo be gina platform so kase wo ba bama no amnesty. Are you a serious president? Are you a president that needs to be trusted? What you say sisi ano ye wo kwan bebre so a wo se ye wo ba anamomba ne watu una we media man chira me stepper amampanyina wati so sesia atu for galamsey ebe kill your generations yet to come. Let me tell you, America yet no America wo muti gold so papa, America ati oil so, but because of answer no make so mutu no no omutu to secure generations yet to be born. But Ghana de ye hu ya wo amampanyini onu kra se ne chairman for Eastern region of your general kase na MPP for na 8 gold ni pasa na mudo makokot upa yenko Eastern region na woka no chairman constituency chairman wokwa ho wo mutwa me. I read it on Facebook wo mu to even police barrier crowd ho ye 2 gold ye say hot chairman no na 8 gold no. Why are we lying? Why are we not trying to protect? I'm 60 years very soon. And I don't think about myself because me kwatadia me woman to me share, but akoda yebe dinebe tuni na yem. Akoda fe ni yebe wunu edi na tuni na yem. No oba obi huna mani because of your leaders' carelessness, primitiveness, pesemin kuminya selfish. Ni nuya di ano di japadi akoma no. But nkola yebe wo mu e. And this is the time that somebody must stand up to speak the truth to our leadership. Because current president Ghana, he needs to be equipped with men and women who can help him. And yes, sir, in 4 years, he will never earn it correctly. Because the level of competence I will show Society is very, very minimal, very, very less as a leader. Because leader, no no buy. Hey, sir, mama can work around because the American, you better say me penasem, but me me fan ho ni private life and fam ho, but ni political life oba no ye scrutinize who say when you ineffective no we have to tell him. Sao mampanyina oti Ghana ni abanya ebu Ghana sesia no. Enipa mienu bi ka omampanyina ho. Ni information minister, da bia mebo mudini, foreign minister, na omampanyina no a. O mama hu se nyame wo ho papa. Ni nyame wo positive payment aketua papa.
Sure.
And then Yankupon what akatua bonning, you are no becano. Yamino at me, Jajuma, what would do for, and that is what we are experiencing in Ghana now. Okay,
sure. May I say, ye SFO a car and I yete Ninkasisiano, Seni Americano, Sagalam say, a home anamontu no, a more of your pa, say, Wooty before Wooty Biano, Wooty say, Fakwa Kono, say, Anyeri and Hoa, Yebekins you. Say some maybe ye many of I na eka Sassam say ye di one gra and ye di one grab a pim sisia. Na me nim a quanya ye bet to me afaso ye was srafo be brave or ho mamma dear company or a srafo into a sraf from Fengum. And a minim says a srafo echo bois ye a police for the me fi say anka ye bet me at it as em de. Intimate me one business here, what like here no was share Derek Hay.
The whole building is the parliament where
It's in the Robert Albany, so he's not. Oman penny His Excellency JDM on CSS4 so akasa enti no yenim say ye hwe ekwen enimu kakra bi enim say nyoma betuto ye enti saade afa koye kono enya ukọ sisi ano atenia aba winiba womo a ewo say yebo aba so kese pa ni voter region say we no enkonkosi wonti no voter region munjiri mu pampen emfa maye say yenyensu anoma yebeba yina beba voter region na yabepe ensio anom enti sisi ano mamiema hello mamiema woteminka mamiema okay I'm saying mamiema didn't win to mute hello
Yes,
mamiema
Daddy came with you.
good
Yes.
mamiema wedi e twato okra sa galamsey ekun what to say yachi obi eni na tumpan esan say wo kai last year omampeni enkrato a na wo born say no okase yachi obi kro ba na amnesty na sisi ano ne ekoyi what to say yachi obi eni na tumwa na say yachi obi so a wo susu say yema ni mfie say we de kitwe bi fata to na me mfiri video manko
Daddy came. Now say a whole village, over 10,000 people. Omoko hu ye, ewo ruemu baby. Omo ti ho bi nyina grebu. Oh. Me kata mo ate, ene ye tie fo nyina say.
na wo shi ne wan chi obi a se wo chi obi na serve as a deterrent
Yes, go for sisi asra bi hwe bibi kwap yes Galamsey den almost den Galamsey there's one guy be saying one of the big Galamsey guy ya kuninu
yeah me and so ewo ho but sisi ano
so omampedi sorry no the soldier for go krom sisi ye bekase point omampedi ye the oil oba baba no o se corruption and na ti obi ase ade ti ya ti nipa kro yenya modai
na se sa na wo say abandada no wo se sa it's just
opposition party ana
ade mama sisi ano
ya ti mo amusi dabi ya ntimo amusi dabi ade yi daddy ke mama kan tro hwa and now me be ti say o ka say mo be ko voter region nsuo no esane afiri baako a ekoni na the one say you see ba my nipa body akufo do ba the members and the 60 members
mama tie me manka say wo mu ye mama chiro
asa na tie dedicate
me see me
say wa ntimi asovo a eso de mafa nyina nko we nye bone
okay me patch say voter region for no mudi omune esisi ho a ho no nsuo ne sai because ho nsuo ne de ayekroje enti no wo munyina pintin
do mahini po na say no justice on cross so body kroma na so be kan o so body kroma o de be ye wo no unye ye ahemfo nyina so no mo nkasa adena ayi obi ti say wontumi edi gold kire na ono no leadi ekọ mansia ebra ye kan anim. Yes, sorry, I see a mama.
Okay, yo.
Daddy
Mate. Yo,
bye.
Into where the kit way be pese me who say ye chi obi a wo ye galamsey a yenya ne den yenye ntomu mfie ba ko mfie mienu and so far no nipa dodo say and ya che no e wo nim die no wa wuti fie so wutie no what is your thought about it what fire mintie wo where the kit way be 1 minute 2 minutes be ana me free uncle
yeah that okay said the situation is still ya chi obi so ya kana say I am man 30 years someone ko hu say ya say mo 30 years na ade omo be jai
30 years
omo be jai because ya who say ya chi obi na okodam for 30 years omo wia
of course
omo nyina be jai because so be kwa akodam fiase for 30 years because of Galaseyers that's what not to do pa I think that you be better off than going to serve the guy in prison for 30 years into yema punishment na no nyeshe esia bebre no abeturo no omajai ade baako but dedicate but I can tell you with confidence say NDC and Mahama will win this battle
okay
because niema yedi atuto yedi asku na kwam
akwemu no
be boasa blue ayifo na ya seti na we still blowers no kra no dedicate boa bebre because who so be here abeka Mahama church ke bia the amount for just reporting them. Okay. Okay. Say yeah, we dedicate not say engineer like the way the president said, you know. state of emergency no be declare.
Okay.
But with this, I know we can win the fight.
Okay.
Mama, me for we dedicate 30 seconds.
Okay.
30 seconds. Why?
Okay,
Dedicate 30 seconds. As of waka every time, yeah, who say, hey, mama, 24 minutes, and Mami can say, be to be honest, as of waka, Akufuado Abamu, ministers are Omunya from a bomba. With when we are talking about symbolic ministers, we saw them under Akufuado in 8 years. And one is this for Mukrashe, Obi to say, whole minister, fish ministry of fishery, minister of fish, how I could say, now fish pond, Nima they are fish pond yet. She could not define what a fish pond is. The West amount or more agri minister on Tibrofo, or Cabrofo as a chin or co, say in or co or make agri minister non Tibrofo. The English language is premium, yes, what you say? Yeah, can you man interpret until as a Wakapa now chastise of Okuje to Aplaqua and information minister now. These guys are fantastic guys. You cannot criticize them.
Okay, sure.
They are far better than Akufuado. Akufuado ministers they were square pegs in a round hole.
Okay.
Obi to say Mustafa Hamid or religion and what Arabic. Or continue MPA, then
okay. With the 30 seconds na abroso. 30 seconds na abroso. Abroso. Menko echia asafaka wo fa maminka we mfanchiro say nyina yitie say brofo kasa enye yokrum kasa na yemu bibiri ade a edi Ghana nya wo school no eno no brofo kasa nye yokrum kasa utwa subject na wontumi ntwa English pe na yesi and the sambe tron foforo. That is so wrong. We need to we be ka enu into obi nti brofo a enye minim waso ehu bi NDC for so a mugina aye both eyes into no statement bi ha wo ya then wahwe we cheat because utu say enipa bebre enim so just Africa maniko mate we ka say we are not say ye wie kra papa maniko
come on.
Agronaide.
Say mama program no so me will program you on base of friend but me I don't do politics.
Okay.
Wo dey na me baso ha be tin say me say okay come now mama ni kan dey bia me kasa eya na mama ya mase me yi wasema no wasem na obebi say bia a very simple question big no wo say ya chi obi ni is big no me who say omampanyina wa and he cannot make any move because answer no obedi akonya no wo hu nanum dodo okasa dodo Galamsey ni insebua omampanyine no okasa dodo ene nyame amani nyina asa ba no so ene ono na e so osia no kwan. There is God and I have, because of current president, I have faith in the Lord. He's amazing God. Okay, and big no, but come on, cancer as we say.
As you bet you be an answer, yentu be a bepim be yentu. You know,
a big no, because Galamsey no, yentimi enya e kwanya ye befa so na ye tu Galamsey no, and this is here no obie ye be just to try an error. And what I think is we have to sit down as a nation. Now you how to channel it. Say you better go gold no, but you better say because me papa koto asasi wo a change your side. Hono na omo fa gold wo nsuo to a no mo ye makwan ye ko ha no mo sisa gold and the gold was there long time ago and it has been in the system. And you know say you see you too fine yentu nyansam ani no kremu na amam panyimfo ntu anamon wo nyansam na yensia no kwan na se yetimi sia no kwan na obi busu de a na ye china na fe emrano ne na di na sisia de wuchi obi na de nkoto because obi anso pekakra obedie adwuma kora bi wo Ghana o mampanyini ba 10 months kirema adwuma wa bie na wona media man next week next week ye ba no aka bi akirema me bom nsem mama no o mampanyini so oyire ne ho ye adwuma papa me na baba begina asa bona baso be sisia de watofom se boom. No, my father was in Chateau.
Chateau, man.
Menya sofo. But when you make a such say, on say, sa gold no, Usha Western region, any Ashanti region, partner gold in YouTube. One will say, South Western region, any Ashanti region, I am for you din. Me so that you be say, they are the people who can clamp down this Galamsey. Na minim say Asante ahemfo, any Western ahemfo. Na no, Mr. Me dey 4 stars radio. Say your mom before no, those who are in affairs of governance. Say woman born na no mon sorry wate. Anya sa dachi your money and nananom. In the Asante man na ahemfo minim so mo ye din. Minim ohini bia wo Kumasi. But nyame kasa kira me say mo fa adwene bi. Mo fa sa adwene no mra. Na mo protect your assassin no because money you need aso aka because woman you do woman na hye wo nsa ne de ehufo ene enkontompofo nti na ahemfo Western region me sense you be any Ashanti region me sam na mo twasa bi nto ho na you protect your land for generations to come yet to be born. Na me da say
Mr. Midasi Ejia Esafaka Enonia a commission ni on me Minko page in so a champon akwisi or see. So because of now NDC employ them, the government shouldn't pay them as or they are not Ghanaians. Or we have NDC nurse and then MPP nurses. Akwisi a champon twice or say please, they are all Ghanaians. You have to pay them at all costs. And then forget MPP, employ them, and then pay them. Say MPP, you say it, say you said it, I was for the say, Debbie, Emery, I knew you be a, I knew you be in his opium, she said, Debbie, well, fire Debbie, yes, and just say, Nipa, Emerina, Yedi, Jumova, William Mr. And Tiabusia for Middle BBS, Sanka Woody by Anna, make Edema, Pepema, who soon say, Nyawakano, a co as superman and a empinifono, Edenia, Womu, Ebiti. Ye can efa nurses for yintu ka enafi galamsey fa ko ekono ye beko so aka ye beko galamsey wanza ye beka aka kopim say saa ewudie enioma na ekoso no esubetwa enti saa dia ye busuafo ewo Ghana no MPs ni wo momotio MMDC fo ni ade nyina no wo mabusua wo ho beka ne ba ne saa ye aye wa mana ne yen na ye hu kokodi mu kese pa esanse yebusia yentumi enhwe won saa mane enye saa kwa enti no mamiama wofaya ejia esafo aka medamo ina sesemu kwesi ade bia yetumi ebebihia na yadwendweno manga na ho medamo ase afi wiasa fa na nyina afa kwa wo hwe me bia no dare ke ni Atlanta ha na yewo ye mega ni mapa enti mejini omanga na ho se ebefa ntuma pa ifranitis ina so ye ho atoye ye mu bebre epese kofie ya ye djuma wa brochira che so ho me ma me just foka some few kakra me won medical ba alaji Musa Abdullah so di ye nyina dudu na epese kofie nti e wo say insuo no eye krojin e free western central north bebian insuo no ye krojin na yetum kokotena na yenyinche kakra na yetumi edi ye breso eduane nti me fasa akonya wesu na mada ye Andy Tamaklo as Hope Blagoji and as Akens afiso Max Oba force me the monina as nti that the case semanti me kebi mu a makramo nya me ya adom a ene na woche ye be say share nti have a good night.